welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. Thank you to all my beautiful returning subscribers who have commented this month. Congratulations to this month's winner. If you have commented on any of my videos this month, be sure to check your notification bells because I have notified this month's winner via the notification bell system. So be sure to check your comment back to see if you've been chosen. And if you have found yourself here for the very first time, please join us. Welcome. Subscribe to the channel and join our family. Drop me a comment below so that you can be automatically entered for your chance to win a free reading with me. I also offer a chance on Instagram to win a free mini reading, so you can check out that link below as well if you feel called to. And I actually offer private readings as well through my Etsy account, and that link is below too. But I digress because today we would like you to join us for this pick a card reading. So please pull up a chair, grab yourself some snacks and get cozy, and we're going to have a little chat because we're all friends when we gather here together. Today's pick a card reading, we're looking at the connection on your mind, and we're asking, is it lust or is it love? How does this person feel? Is it more attraction based or is it emotion based? And we do have 3 piles for you to choose from today. Pile number 1 here with the beautiful Shadowscapes Tarot and this Hagstone. Pile number 2 here, and this tarot is called the Wizard's Tarot, and we have this little stone cross. And we have pile number 3 with the Happy Tarot and this little turtle. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting for you from Spirit. And I am going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, today we're asking the question, is it lust or is it love? What are their true feelings for you? Pile 1. Hello everybody, in pile number 1 you were drawn to this hagstone that I found on the beach a little while ago, over a year ago now. And actually it's interesting because I found this hagstone as a side story that nobody wants to listen to. I found it like when I was just beginning my tarot channel here, and I have a tarot deck that features a stone that literally looks just like this stone. So I love that stone. Pile 1, the person on your mind, is it lust, is it love? How does this person truly feel for you right this moment? We're looking into their true feelings. Maybe it's sort of started kind of lusty and you're wondering if, you know, if it's going to evolve. Maybe they're telling you that they're in love, but you're not really feeling it. So let's take a look and see, how do they truly feel? Is it lust or is it love for you? Pile number 1. We do have the 6 of Cups coming out as your first card. And you know what I love about the 6 of Cups is the innocence about it and the kind of naive kind of feeling here that it represents. It's like naive love, it's innocent love, it's sweetness. You know, it's first love type of energy. We have the Strength card. Is it lust or is it love here? King of Cups, the 2 of Cups. My goodness, group 1. Is it lust or is it love for pile 1, please? We already have our answer, pile 1. And if you're on my channel a lot, you probably already are picking up on your own answer here. We do have the Queen of Swords. It's showcasing the lovers and the Knight of Swords with it as well. But we're going to keep those. Back of the deck is the Empress. So I already, even before you put the clarifiers in, you know, I don't see lust with this person. In fact, I see more innocence than anything else. I see more innocence than anything else. And it could even be perhaps, maybe there is separation. Here's the 4 of Swords. We do have the Page of Wands with the 5 of Cups and the Hermit. And it feels like this person regrets it not turning more lusty. Like there are curiosities about you, but I feel like you guys have never actually physically been together. That's what it is, you know, presenting as. Now I am dealing with collective energy, so that if this doesn't resonate with you, you can try a different pile or a different reading, but it feels like the 2 of you never got off the ground and they wanted to. There's definitely curiosity when it comes to the sexual realm for you in the lusty realm, but it's like you were just sort of out of their reach or beyond their grasp, or still out of their reach and beyond their grasp, or at least in the past. And there's a lot of regret that they never went down that road with you, but there's also a beautiful innocence about this that has maintained. And right in the center there is a King of Cups. who has sort of had to go with the flow. This person's had to go with the flow in this connection. It's like they had no choice. Here's the Nine of Pentacles. The Four of Wands. This person claims to be very, very emotionally connected to you, pile one. Very emotionally connected to you. In fact, the only sort of lusty energies that they're even presenting is the frustration that they never got that with you, and the curiosity that they wish they had fulfilled in that way. But even that felt innocent, if I'm honest. Even that felt really innocent here. We have the Five of Cups. We also have the Hermit coming out with the Queen of Swords, and back of the deck is the King of Wands and the Magician. Now, even though Spirit's talking about all this emotion that this person feels towards you, the back of the deck is the King of Wands. This person could definitely be a Leo, because or you could be the Leo, but we have the Strength card here. We have Nine of Wands as well. Even the Four of Wands, very fiery energy. There's been evolution. There's been evolution from this person. So when they met you, you may have even been children when they met you, but definitely innocence was present when they met you, when you burst into their scene, and they sort of froze themselves in place there. Their emotions were frozen in place. And we have love. We have desire for reunions. We have deep emotional love here as well. The deepest, actually, if we were to, go by the tiers of the tarot deck, the deepest amount of love, and a gateway that they wish they had gone through. And the gateway could currently even still be in place for you as well, but there is still this ego issue of fear about stepping into unknowns and fulfilling potentials that have always been in place. There is a message coming through, though, about how this person wishes to extend this from the love zone into a passionate zone. Because we are dealing, it looks like divine masculine energy, and it has nothing to do with gender, but has everything to do with energy. And when we talk about the divine masculine versus the divine feminine, when it comes to lust and love in general, oftentimes it's a very reverse situation. It starts lusty, and then it kind of flows into love, it turns into love, and the divine feminine, I'm talking too fast. The divine feminine is the opposite. She will fall in love and then feel more comfortable entering into a physical relationship. But this feels like it started in youth. And so the natural innocence and beautiful loving energy of youth is present here. And now it's sort of evolved in the opposite. The divine masculine wants that sexual union, wants that lusty energy, and wants to expand there. Wants to claim victory over that realm too. But they claim it's love now. It is love right now. The Magician is talking about wanting to manifest this, though. As much as they are emotionally invested in you, they are very interested in walking through this gateway with you and declaring victory over the physical realm with you. But ultimately, it's because they think that you are this Empress, this divine feminine energy, and they honor that in a way. They put you up on that pedestal as well. Lust, or is it love? We have here passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So they do want to wield passion towards you, but that's not the main energy here. We have unrequited love. Unrequited love. I never got a chance to express myself in love, even though the emotions still evolved. Even if they felt like it was one-sided, it still evolved here. Back of the deck is trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith, and I feel like that's very present here because of the fated dynamic of this connection. You guys feel very connected to me. Like it feels like a connection that does go beyond this lifetime or defies logic a little bit as well. Lust or love, how do they truly feel? What is their primary feeling towards pile one, please? We have cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, and they replay events over in their mind with the Six of Cups. They go over and over the missed opportunities or the missed doorways that they could have entered into, but their ego perhaps didn't allow it. The Strength, you can see them taming the fears inside of themselves. And we have engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity. Now, this could be someone that you currently, for someone watching, this could be someone that you are currently entered into a relationship with. And there's going to be a beautiful natural evolution as well. For others, perhaps somebody has moved forward into another engagement. We do have the snake at the back of the deck. Clever, malicious, the other woman looking over your shoulder. And if they're, again, I'm dealing with collective energy and I'm not really focusing on what's going on logistically. Whoops. What's going on logistically with you or this person, just emotion-wise. But there could be complications that do involve commitment. So please take that as it resonates to your situation. Also, sorry for the wobble. How does this person currently feel right this moment for pile number 1? Is it lusty energy or loving energy? We were best friends first and I missed that, it says. We were best friends and I missed that. And I want to call you again, but I want to know if you would answer me. They seem to be sort of intimidated by this Queen of Swords. They may be sort of waiting for you to kind of make your intentions known as well. Have you blocked me? You may have created boundaries. They can't find you, perhaps. I'm not getting the sense that this person's watching you or keeping tabs on you. I'm missing you right this second. But they do think about you a lot, and they do kind of go over and over in their mind. It says, I'm going to fix this, but first I have to fix me. And we also have here, have you forgotten me? And look on the back of the deck. I think I'm in love with you. And it's a sweet innocence about that that I really love, truly. They truly feel about pile number 1, please. Is it lust or is it love? I've been thinking about proposing to you. This person's not about just lust with you. Like I don't think this person would ever just be lusty with you. I think that their focus is the emotional connection here. I've been feeling your presence around me. And they're recognizing and really acknowledging the fact that even if there is the separation that may be present for some, that they still feel that connection between the two of you, because there is very strong connection here. I love you. And we have, I want to reconcile with you. Back of the deck says, don't think because we don't talk, I don't want to, because I definitely do. So appearances can definitely be deceiving in this situation. Let's get one of these little oracle, and I'm going to grab you an animal card as well. How do they currently feel towards pile 1? We have here, consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love, and you are a part of this person's sort of emotional foundation. They've grown with this connection in their heart. We also have here, honesty is essential. Speak love with a truthful heart. The divine masculine here wearing a mask. This person may have worn masks with you in the past of this connection, but they want to take that mask off now. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. I don't know if this person, the 6 of Cups can really talk about generosity. So this may be somebody that was really generous with you in the past, was always kind of thinking about you. And that's how they showcased how much they cared then without actually saying it. And we have the lizard. Divine masculine energy, but guarded and worried about exposing themselves. Not that he doesn't feel the emotion, it's that he's armored against it because of the fear of rejection, or perhaps of again, it's contingent on your situation, because this lizard can really represent a lot of different scenarios. This person could be really guarded because of their ego, or it could be a positional as well. We do have the elephant. So even if it's been a long time since the two of you have seen each other, you can see that elephant is missing a tusk, and there is it's like a physical loss that they feel. They feel that loss, but they're still holding that torch. There's endurance here. There's lighting the path. There's keeping, it's like the hermit, keeping that lantern out in front of them where they can see it. You light that way. You light that course for them. We have the spider on the back of the deck. They are acknowledging that they sort of put themselves in this position with you too, with that energy. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 1. Pile number 1. How does this person, what would they say to group 1 right this moment if they could say anything. Six of Wands reverse. I'm not confident when it comes to you, and that's why I couldn't express myself, but I don't want to give up hope that there's more possible for us. The Ten of Swords is reversed, so they're like, I have new hope returning perhaps, or they could be formulating a plan of action even towards you here with this Hermit energy. They're definitely in a reflection phase because of you, and they've been in that constant reflection phase since the two of you separated. Oops, lost one. We have the little letter C here with this half of an earring. We have the Sea Star, healing ourselves after a loss. That is profound because the Sea Star can lose a limb and then regenerate that limb over time. This is someone perhaps from your youth that you were very playful with, or you did play with, because there's a childlike innocence here. It also encourages us to sort of be playful, and there could be somebody in this connection with a really vibrant laugh or a really unique laugh as well. Six of Swords, having things to express and reveal because they never revealed their true feelings to you in the past. And because the Six of Swords is present, it does show that they're feeling quite up in the air, they're really restless when it comes to the energy between the two of you. They desire that closure or peace. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles can represent a physical beauty, can also represent a physical position that we carry, so even motherhood as well. So take that as it resonates, because we do have this Empress. It says she believed she could, so she did. And we have the Gecko, which is similar to this lizard energy. All right, group number one, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it did, I would love to hear your story in the comment section below, and I would love for you to subscribe to this channel and join our beautiful family here that we're growing. If you do, be sure to hit that notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance for a free reading. It's a video reading that I offer here from YouTube. And I have chosen this month's winner. So if you have dropped your comment below this month, please be sure to go back and check your comment if your notifications are not on, so that I can connect with you and I can get your reading to you. But I hope that you do come back here for another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a very nice day today. Hello everybody. In pile number 2, you are drawn to this little stone cross, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, is it lust that they feel for you, or is it love that they feel for you? Pile number 2. Is it lust or is it love that pile 2 feels? Is it lust or is it love? Lust or is it love, pile 2? We have the Knight of Swords coming out first for you. You could be dealing with an air sign, somebody who's sort of really sarcastic in a good way, like in a very kind of funny way. But somebody who doesn't always think things through before they speak, perhaps as well. We do have the Two of Curses, which is the Two of Cups. It's reversed right now. Is it lust or is it love? We have the Five of Beasts, which is the Five of Wands. The Page of Swords. This is a very sort of interesting deck, actually. Very interesting deck. Even this Page of Swords, you can see he's impaled on all of these spikes here. We have the Three of Beasts, the Three of Wands. Back of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles. Now, what's interesting to me, and I wasn't really going to get into the, the mechanics of this person's position or your position, but I have to mention this little tidbit because Spirit wants me to, because it could help you recognize if this is your reading or not. Because there's something about this person's countenance. You can see it, they're missing a hand here. The Five of Wands has a hook for a hand. which talks about losses that they've experienced in the past that contribute to their behavior today. And back of deck right now is Ten of Pentacles. And in this Ten of Pentacles, one person's taking off a mask within those pentacles. So I feel like, and again, missing an eye, I feel like some of the behavior that this person exhibits, even including some of their sarcasm or their sharp tongue or whatever the case may be, stems from something that happened in their family unit that left them in this state, you know, that created this person, you know. So let's clarify here. Is it lust or is it love for pile number 2, please? We have the Queen of Cups. We also have the Lovers here. Now, what's very interesting here is that I feel like the Divine Feminine is very engaged emotionally. I feel like you have sort of, if you are the Divine Feminine who is watching this, I feel like you're already invested a bit emotionally here, potentially. For others, you're not. You're just on the fence about what to think about this person. The Ace of Beasts, the Ace of Wands. This person feels young. You may have met this person in school as well. There may be a connection to school in some way, college or university. We have the Three of Swords. Back of the deck is the Queen of Swords, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. So Spirit is saying and there's the Nine of Wands. I was kind of waiting for that Nine of Wands to showcase here. Spirit says that this is a state of lust, is what they're saying right now. This is a state of lust. And it's not because you're not valuable. It's not because you're not, made, that you're not someone who could fulfill this person emotionally. It's because that's not where they are right now. They are not in it for relationships. They are on this course of sort of charging in and I don't want to say wreaking havoc, but they're kind of portraying a little bit of an emotional ineptness to, they're not ready to be emotionally vulnerable to you. This connection can help them ascend past some of the reasons why they treat the connection with a little bit of apathy. Because I feel like there are, like I said, I feel like there are underlying reasons why this person behaves the way that they do and why they are kind of fearful of making emotional leaps or being committed to people. Even with the Three of Swords, with the Three of Wands, you do serve a very important purpose within this person's ascension because you're helping them overcome, you're helping them push through some of this energy. The Nine of Cups, Nine of Curses is the Nine of Cups. It's talking about wishes and hopes. It's like you hope that this person is someone that can be, who can fall for you, who can fall in love. But Spirit says you may be waiting for this person, that you may end up having to have firm boundaries with them with the Queen of Swords. And they want you to keep an open mind too with this Queen of Swords and see things objectively for how they are and not get overwhelmed with the emotional side of things. They're not even necessarily discouraging this, to be honest. Your guides are saying, that there's nothing wrong with embodying a very youthful, lusty, exciting type of energy. It can really help us expand. It can help our awareness. It is a teaching moment too. They say that this is an education sort of moment for us. It's an experience for us to experience. But it does feel very, very lusty. Even the Two of Cups is reversed here, which really sort of does talk about a disinterest in a relationship even. And with the Lovers, sometimes the Lovers is a very specific energy of physical energy, sexual energy. So I do feel like this person's not invested emotionally at this time, and not because, again, not because you're not worthy, and Spirit sees that you kind of wish that they could, not because you're not worthy, because you literally are everything that they could ever need or want. You represent that. It's like they want to evolve to that state of you, and they are very attracted to you. But the reason perhaps that they are attracted to you is because you do have the capacity to help them heal. But they're just not in that state right now. They're not ready for a relationship. They want this to be something that is sort of, I don't want to say commitment free, but just loose and just fluid, and they just want to sort of seize the day. This Five of Wands, even, I often think about like young bucks running in a field. There's a competition, there's an insecurity associated with this person. So they feel very young in energy to me. And again, Spirit's not saying that this isn't a course that can expand and can, evolve to other places. But for right now, this person's not interested in love. They're interested in something else. And that is a reflection of them and where they're sitting right this moment. And they're not, ever going to stay in place because energy is always evolving. But right this moment, this person feels very, very lusty to me. It's almost like, too, here with the Nine of Cups, like the Nine of Cups is supposed to be a card that really talks about hopes and dreams, but this person looks terrified. It's almost like they're afraid to fall for you, because if they do, and it's like they're trying to stop themselves from doing it. It's like they're trying to hold on to stop themselves from feeling something, because it's like falling brings in a whole nother dynamic of vulnerability that they're just not prepared for yet. We have the Praying Mantis coming out for you. And we have the Hedgehog. Back of the deck is the Dark. The insecurities that this person feels, or the reasons why they just like to keep things loosey-goosey, sort of, are perhaps stemmed from deep wounds inside. Again, losses that they experienced, perhaps in the family home, even when they were children. So take that as it resonates. They have this fear of falling, because this Praying Mantis, it talks about wit, manipulation, and having fun. Not that they're a manipulative person, but I think that it's easier for them to just have this carpe diem, seize the day type of attitude, not having responsibilities, than it is to really embark upon the vulnerability that would be required to enter into a loving relationship with you. There's also this dynamic with the Praying Mantis about the female Praying Mantis having the capacity to devour her mate after mating. So there's that element of the danger that you represent. And even this little hedgehog is just tentatively sticking his little nose out of there in this little vulnerability effort, but he crawls back into a circle, into that protective circle, because of the fear of falling for you. Because they think that you're dangerous. You have the capacity to break their hearts, perhaps, here. Is it love or is it lust for pile 2, please? How does this person truly feel? We have the Butterfly Garden. Back of the deck is the Tiny Triumphs too. So it's interesting because the Butterfly Garden, you can see she's letting a butterfly rest on her hair and taking a moment of respite up there. It reminds us to take moments of ease and to take moments of rest. And it encourages us even to enjoy this process, enjoy this moment. It talks about curiosity, discovery within that curiosity, and everything that can be gained even in lustful situations. We don't just gain and evolve through loving situations. Sometimes, being vulnerable in lusty situations can help us to evolve as well. It encourages us to be mindful of our surroundings and pay attention, and to make small connections, even within this experience, if it doesn't feel like it has a lot of emotional weight attached to it, to make those small connections, to understand perhaps why this person acts in the capacity that they do. And what your hesitations are as well. Back of the deck is the Tiny Triumphs card. And what's interesting about that, it's like, if this person in the past experienced moments where they felt like being vulnerable put them in a dangerous position, this is why they try to put up walls, perhaps emotional walls, and they try to maintain connections just in the physical realm, because it's their way of maintaining control over someone else who has the power to destroy them. Here's a mouse who has this tiny triumph over this hawk. It's like finally the predator has become the prey in this sense. This card urges us to believe in ourselves. This person could feel like they're sort of outmatched in this situation as well when it comes to you. And again, they don't feel like they're as evolved as you are if you're the divine feminine in this scenario. They feel like they have some catching up to do when it comes to you, and you definitely intimidate them. They may feel like they're even out of your league and that you may not be interested in some type of commitment with them, actually. How does this person currently feel for pile number 2, please? We have here exchanging gifts. And we have in between worlds. So we're not in love here. Spirit says this person's not in love, but this is still an opportunity for us. It says this exchanging gifts card talks about the two of you exchanging this energy between the two of you. And you're in between worlds. You're in this sort of limbo state in your relationship. But you can break through. And here is the building blocks. For some of you, this is just the start of this connection. This is not a message for everybody, but for some of you, this is just the beginning. But we should honor this component of the relationship because we won't get this period back, you know? This is a building block to more. And for some of you, a building block to commitment. You're going to be actually the gift to this person. You're going to help them to push through from this gray area into life again. So that's a beautiful message coming through. How does this person truly feel right this moment? Is it lust or is it love? We have here Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming. Have faith, love is coming. You've been shot by Cupid's arrow. You may be more emotionally vested than this person is at this time, but their hesitation comes from a place of fear. Fear perhaps that is triggered by like trauma responses and past pains. We do have X, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. And that could be what they have sort of are reeling from, why they have this attitude towards commitment and change that they have. They could have a fear of abandonment because they may have experienced that in some form in the past. Love, how are they currently feeling for pile number 2, please? We have, I imagine a future with you. I do imagine a future with you. And like I said, this could evolve to more. This could definitely evolve into more here. It says you deserve better than this, though. I do feel like they don't want to hold you back. They don't want to let you go, but they don't want to hold you back. Every song I hear is about you. And I thought it would be easier to walk away because you are so attracted to me is also coming out. But there's something about that card. They don't want to see you slip through their fingers, but they also understand that that's a risk here. And it's almost like they're preparing themselves for that emotionally as well. I'm going to fix it, but first I have to fix me. And back of the deck says, I have a lot of distractions in my life right now. It's like they're not ready for love at this very, very moment. Is it love? Is it love for pile number 2, please? We have here, I'm afraid. I'm too afraid to talk to you. And that's like the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Swords perhaps as well. It's like a prison that I've made of my own design. I'm too afraid to leap into love. Now is not the time for us to be falling in love at this moment. But I am obsessed with your body. The 15 is the Devil card, sexual energy, but also insecurities. Insecurities as well with this person. I do want you. And you know what's interesting is that this is like the infinity symbol of the yin yang. It's like this could lead into so much more. And I just saw the card. I just wish things were different. So this is definitely a lusty read for you, pile 2. We have, I want you to choose. It's like, I want you to make the choice. I want you to take all the risks. I want you to leap and be open and honest so that I don't have to be, because I'm addicted to you. And yeah, so definitely lust for you, pile number 2. Lust for now, but it could expand. There is the 3 of Wands in the future here. It's these sparks. This is a spark, and this is not just a spark. It's now like a bonfire. You've created a bonfire, and that has power now. There's energy associated with that, and that can go places. And the Spirit doesn't want you to sort of walk away from this reading feeling discouraged, because lust is a beautiful thing. You know, it's something that can carry you through to so much more, and it's a wonderful thing to experience. So there are no wrong answers in these readings today. We have the 6 of Pentacles, reminding us that this is, even, you know, physical energy is an interchange of energy. It's the 2 of you combining. We have the King of Cups reversed, and we have the 10 of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords is a despair card of release and the need to release the pains of the past. And it could be because of what they've experienced that they need to release that pain in order to be able to free themselves up to the ability to be fully capable of love. But that King of Cups is reversed right now. So it does talk about not a lack of love for you or lack of care for you, but sometimes there can be a little bit of an emotional, I don't want to say manipulation, but just someone who doesn't know how to navigate their emotions very well or very effectively. And some of these poor abilities to navigate these emotions can kind of come out and reflect in the way that they act, sometimes with the things that they say without thinking. And I don't know if sometimes this person might even say something insensitive to you, knowing it's insensitive, to try to keep you at bay emotionally a little bit. E and U in the bowl. We have here 2 anchors. One's bigger than the other. There's stagnation. There's stagnation here. We have the Joker. We also have the Ace of Cups. This is, again, for some of you, this has the capacity to expand out of this realm and into something more if we put in the effort. But I feel like the effort and the dedication might have to come from the feminine in this connection. We also have the hot air balloon, which is a symbol of transitions. I think about the Six of Swords and peace and truthfulness that comes with it. We have the whale tail, going with the flow during this time, not trying to rush things. We also have the yin yang and the key. There's secrets that this person has from their past, perhaps, that have fed into this belief system. And again, if they do feel like they're in some type of prison where they can't really behave emotionally, they are the key to escaping that prison. All right, group number 2, that's what I have for you today, and I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, I would love to hear your story in the comment section, and I would love for you to subscribe to this channel and join our beautiful family here. If you do, be sure to hit your notification bell and drop me a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading. I also offer a chance to win a free mini read over on Instagram, and I offer private readings through my Etsy, and that account is below as well. But I hope that you come back here for another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. Hello everybody. In pile number 3, you were drawn to the Happy Tarot and this turtle, and it's actually it's a container. So appearances might be deceiving in this connection perhaps. So let's take a look at your connection. Is it lust or is it love? What is the main energy, the main theme of this connection at this time? How does this person currently feel for you? Pile number 3. Is it lust or is it love? For pile number 3. We have here the Page of Cups. Is it lust or is it love? For pile number 3, please. We have here the Four of Wands. We have here the Fool reversed. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Queen of Cups. It's also showcasing itself here with the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Swords as well. There feels like a big, heavy disappointment here. It's like you thought that this was a new opportunity, but it's like someone in this connection doesn't feel ready or something. And so there's like seems to be a big disappointment here and an uncertainty about whether you should invest more of your time or energy here. So let's clarify this row, please. Is it lust or is it love? The Eight of Wands. I think that it might have started really lusty, and I think that somebody in this connection, particularly the Divine Feminine, might have fallen super, super hard and really, really fast as well. We have the Six of Swords, Ace of Wands. And I feel like, too, that there's a huge frustration now of someone who's sort of lying in wait, waiting for this person to catch up in feelings. But the problem is that I feel like the feelings came in so fast. Like, I almost feel like I'm walking along a path and then I just disappear into the earth. Like I just hit a well and I'm just gone. I just fall so hard and so fast. And so there's this, and here's the King of Pentacles. And so there's just like this frustration and almost an anger perhaps that's coming in, because it's like, we don't necessarily want to scare this person away, but we're also frustrated that they're not feeling the same way that we are. And that happens a lot. You know, that happens a lot when we're in relationships that start out really kind of fiery, and we're encouraging that fire in the beginning, of course, because we're excited about it and we want it to lead to new things. But the fire, I feel like there was already an emotional investment in place with one person in this connection. Even before the fire began. So it's like we both entered into this with the knowledge that it was fire. It's fire, that's the knowledge. But then there was someone that fell very, very quickly here. We have the Queen of Pentacles back of deck with the Three of Swords. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. I do feel like the Divine Feminine is not happy in her position at all right now. And she feels sort of dejected in an emotional sense. And it's not because this person isn't interested. And it's not because this person isn't, you know, really attracted to them. It's because we're not getting what we want right this moment. At this moment, it's like we feel intensely, we want the Divine Masculine to feel just as intense as us, and that's not happening in the capacity that we want to see it happening, and that's frustrating us, and it's setting us into a little bit of an emotional turmoil here and making us feel like a loss. But what Spirit is here to do is encourage you, because what they want to let you know is that it's okay for this person to be on a different page than you emotionally right now. And that you have to crawl before you can run. That's the other message coming in as well. Unfortunately, we cannot put expectations of people, even if our feelings are really, really intense. We can't put those feelings on other people and expect them to be reciprocated just because we want them to be. And that's... it can be a really hard lesson for us, and it can be really frustrating for us to wait. But this Nine of Wands is asking us to hold post. They're asking us to be patient. This Fool energy reverse is saying that, you know, things aren't ready. People aren't ready in this connection right now, but it's being brought forth and supported by the Six of Swords. And that's talking about movement. Things are not... Energy never stays constant. It's always in motion. And the way that things are right now are not necessarily the way that things are going to be down the road in this connection. But if we allow this energy of the Nine of Wands to take root, the frustration, instead of applying force and strength to the situation, then we may lose the ability to see this, where this could actually lead and where this could evolve into. And that's what Spirit is really showing me, is an evolution. I don't see somebody who is taking advantage, or I see people who are mutually agreeing upon a situation, but I do see one that has fallen. And when we fall, we want someone to catch us. You know, when we fall, we want someone to catch us. And it's like the Divine Feminine here doesn't feel that. So she's feeling very restless and anxious. And she wants this to evolve to love. She wants this person to fall in love with her. And so there's an uncertainty and an insecurity about that. The good news is that Spirit says that this can bleed into love. This can expand and evolve, but not if we keep feeding the frustration into it. If we try to force our will on someone who isn't prepared, it's a surefire way to just completely douse that flame out and completely just submerge it. So Spirit is encouraging us to sort of be patient and allow this to evolve as it's supposed to evolve. Whoops, sorry about the wow. As it's supposed to evolve naturally. It does feel like a very lusty situation here. I feel like the Divine Feminine is in love, and I feel like the Divine Masculine is a little bit guarded. A little bit guarded and a little bit lusty. Can we clarify that King of Pentacles, please? He may be protecting his heart here with this big pentacle. It feels like almost feels like a friends with benefits situation for some of you. And it's going to take him some time to evolve. And we can see that because I'm just focused right on those little tiny, tiny mushrooms down below. And he's a stubborn one. He's a stubborn one. So I can imagine you are frustrated. Three of Cups feels like friendship. Again, feels like friendship. But what's also important about the Three of Cups is that Spirit, instead of feeling frustrated with the state of the relationship, they're encouraging you to enjoy it as the state that it is. The Three of Cups is about having fun and celebrating and going out and you know, soaking up all of the energy of the day. That's what they really want you to do, because it's that type of energy. Ooh, it's that type of approach to this scenario that creates a beautiful natural doorway towards more. And you can see two trees here, two trees that are reaching out to touch in the center because of this opportunity. This Empress here who has a lot of desires towards more, and I feel like you've really put a lot of your eggs in this basket. It's like, this is where I see my potential. I want to see everything with this person perhaps. So Spirit's saying, go with the flow. Go with the flow here. Because it can naturally ebb and flow into a relationship that is filled with love and abundance and emotional security for you, especially with this beautiful Queen of Cups in the future. But it has to naturally progress there. And there is sort of a big leap from this Page of Cups to this Queen of Cups. And so we need to sort of honor the in-between. And instead of sort of waiting for our life to start, Spirit says you're living right now. So enjoy it. Enjoy this opportunity. Enjoy the relationship as well, because it has the capacity. They may not be ready yet, but this Fool represents a very young energy, and there's lots of evolution. It's like the beginning of the journey. There's lots of evolution that is possible here, and this is going to create a natural doorway, but we have to sort of adjust the frustration that we're feeling. And we can do that by just switching the narrative in our mind and switching the script and saying, I'm not frustrated, I'm exerting strength, and I'm going to keep holding post. There's a little bit of a there's a little bit of a chip on her shoulder too here. It's like I'm irritated with the fact that I have to hold post. So they want you to instead flip it and enjoy this process. Don't let that flame go out. Don't let our frustration spark it out. What is their real feelings for pile 3, please? Love or lust? We do have the Snail. They're not in love yet. At least not to the capacity of, as the Divine Feminine is, or as you watching are. They're not in love yet. But that Snail, it may be slow and sometimes frustratingly so. But you know what? If you really look at a snail really close up as it's really going slow and you take the time, it's kind of cute. And if you spend some time watching it move, it's very interesting. And that's what Spirit's really letting you know, that you can enjoy this process and learn a lot along the way as well. It may be a slow progression towards commitment or love here, but that snail's going to get there. He's determined. And we have here the future. There's uncertainty about the future here with the Octavia E. Butler card, and there's like insecurities perhaps from the past that make you sort of want to nail down this connection now. It's like, if I can nail down this connection and feel confident in it, I won't have these pains from the past kind of recircling with all of these anxieties. I want to see the potential and I want to see it opened up right this moment. But that's not how we feed positive energy into the future of a situation. That's actually how we build up more walls for ourselves. So instead, it's about breaking free from these negative attachments, and the negative attachment being the past energy that holds us in a place of fear. It makes us feel vulnerable, makes us feel unworthy of love, because the Empress is down below, which makes me believe that you're not embodying that spirit of abundance, of beauty, of everything. She embodies everything good about the Divine Feminine, and so you're not really acknowledging that that's your truth. But that's why we have to break down these walls, because if you truly felt that confidence, you wouldn't have any of this insecurity about the situation. You would just feel very free to go with the flow, and whatever naturally ebbs and flows to you, you would accept and know that it was meant for you. Oops. Where's it lust in this connection? How does this person truly feel for pile 3 at this time, please? We have here round and round. This round and round card talks about things going in circles. Maybe you have had multiple relationships with this person where you two have sort of broken things off and gotten back together, or the connection itself has kind of been up and down. We also have the fates. And there's indications here too now with the fate card that this is a divinely guided connection, that you may have spent multiple lifetimes with this person in some type of capacity as well. Back of the deck is tick-tock. And it's a 3 here in the corner. It's talking about divine timing. It's talking about how now may not be the time for you right this moment for love, but now is the time for you to enjoy this moment fully. Even if it's lust, but lust is represented by this Ace of Wands, which is excitement, which is new beginnings, which is unforeseen sort of pathways. It's adventure. And so they want you to honor that new path by charging down that road. What does this person truly feel about pile 3 right this moment, please? We have here Miss Sunshine. I love that card. We also have Like a Bird on the back of that deck. And the Like a Bird card on the back of the deck is really talking about this. You can see the bird is in stagnation, or at least not in flight here. It talks about being motivated by the possibilities and looking forward to the possibilities and being motivated by that instead of being motivated by a stagnation that we feel like we're a part of in this connection. And then we have the Miss Sunshine card as well. You are like a light to this person. That's how they feel. You give them so much energy and you light up their experience here. It's like, you can see it says, she comes from a darker place, beneath her lies gloom and shadows, but her light is glowing. And that's what you provide to this person. They seem to have a very positive feeling about you. The card also encourages us to focus on our intentions and make sure that they're positive ones so that we can make sure we remain in a state of clarity instead of getting thrust down into these negative vibrations of frustrations, fear, insecurities, jealousies, comparisons. We do that a lot. We compare our experience to other people, and we're often left wanting because we're looking through wanting eyes. How do they truly feel right now for pile 3? We have cassette, outdated thinking, replaying events over in your mind. And I feel like that's coming from your energy here. And we have separations. It says unsure of the future, yearning. It says sadness. It also says missing you. I don't know if there's, I don't feel like there's a separation right now, or perhaps there is a mini separation going on. But you feel insecure about what the future holds. But that's the good news about the future, is that it doesn't exist yet. And so you are feeding energy into the present, and you are seen as the sunshine card. So if we keep our head high and focus on that sunshine and keep that as our pathway ahead of us, we have no choice but to go towards more positive things. And we do see potential here in the future. We do see potential for you to feel secure and to feel emotionally fulfilled in the future of this connection. We have butterfly on the back of the deck. It says a relationship is evolving to the next phase, but it's going to require inner healing of the inner child in order to grow. How do they currently feel about pile number 3? Is it love or is it lust? So there is evolution possible here. That's why Spirit doesn't want you to feel discouraged. We have let me hold you. The 7 of Swords. There's like a secret energy there. We have you are wrong coming out. And now is not the time. So there's definitely the sense of suppression, of not being satisfied with how things are right now, and the frustration that's coming out. We also have I'm too afraid to talk to you on the back of the deck. If there is a time where you ever accuse this person of not caring at all, that's definitely not the truth. And that's the energy I'm getting from that you are wrong card. That just because this connection is very fiery, just because there's a focus on the physical, doesn't mean that they don't care about you. It just means, and honestly, I feel like they do have, we have maybe, I feel like they do have feelings that they're falling for. I think that there is a spark inside of them, but they have some issues that their reaction to you is not a reflection of their feelings for you even. It's a reflection of where they're coming from, their experiences, their inner battles that they're waging as well. So you may take their behavior as gospel to their feelings for you, but they say that you're wrong. And the maybe, it's like, I can see myself falling here. I can see this progressing here. It says, I still don't have all the answers though. And it says, do I know you from somewhere? It's like there is a bit of an acknowledgement here of a soul connection. There's a little bit of acknowledgement that there's something a little bit different about you, but they're still sort of on the fence about what to do about it, and they're just sort of enjoying the moment right now. But there's Ace of Cups back of deck. This has the capacity to grow into something much more emotionally fulfilling. How are they currently feeling about pile number 3? I'm curious about what you're up to, and they're curious about where this is going to lead as well. It says, I'm so frustrated with myself and this situation. Because you are my happy place. And they may be frustrated with themselves because I feel like they acutely know what you're looking for here. It's like maybe you've made yourself completely aware, and maybe there is a bit of a separation because they're like, I'm not ready to give that to you yet. And I feel like they are frustrated with themselves because they don't feel like they have the capacity to be vulnerable with you yet. And again, that's a reflection of where they're sitting, not a reflection of how much they care about you, because they claim to care about you quite a bit. You are their happy place. We look good together. And I think about you when I'm all alone. I just saw I'm kicking myself. I lie about my feelings for you. And this one as well. You make me come alive when I'm with you and when I think about you. The attraction is undeniable, though. Just want to see what's underneath that card. I'm kicking myself is underneath that card. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 3. Definitely lusty energy for you, but I feel like there's an evolution in place as long as you don't get too frustrated and give up that post. And you allow this energy to sink in. And then if there is a separation, that may become permanent if we allow that energy to sink in. We have the 6 of Swords reversed. An inability to move forward. 2 of Cups reversed. And we have the World reversed. Okay, so it's just now is just not the time, Spirit says, for emotional investments. Now is the time for this sort of exciting, lusty, adventurous road. The 2 of Cups is reversed, which is talking about I'm not interested in a full-fledged commitment yet. I'm not ready. It's like I have closure issues and I can't move forward. You may feel like that if you are the Divine Feminine. You may feel like I'm kind of stuck in limbo until this person feels like they're able to evolve. But that's why Spirit always encourages us to seize the day and embrace the moment and not fill it with the expectations and put those expectations on other people, because the only people who have to fulfill our expectations is ourselves. We can't place those on other people. And we do see a little bit of a delay in the success that we want to see here with the World reversed. It's like unfinished business here, but it leads me to believe that there can be more. This 3 of Swords, it's all about perspective. It doesn't have to be gospel. It doesn't have to maintain forever the sadness that you're feeling. There is the possibility of more here. We have Saint Anthony, pray for us. St. Anthony is holding on to baby Jesus here. He is the patron saint of lost things. So again, there could be a separation in place here if you two have had an argument or something, or if there is a separation in place. He's holding on to baby Jesus, so children could be a factor. Please take that as it resonates. We have S and song. We also have a strawberry. And we have the fish bones. I think about the 10 of Swords with the fish bones, and I think about loss and about sadness, depression, and release. We have the Divine Feminine here. We have the Star of Aquarius with Cancer energy, Sea Star, and we also have our Lord on the cross, Jesus on the cross here, which is a symbol of a self-sacrifice. Somebody in this connection could feel like they're sacrificing their happiness for the desires of other people. So if there is a position that sort of gets in the way here, that can be even the 3 of Swords can be third party. So please take it as it resonates to your situation. Somebody feels like they're sacrificing their wants for this connection. And even if there is no third party, you as the Divine Feminine may feel like you're invested emotionally and you don't really want a physical relationship exclusively, but I don't want to say you're putting up with it, but you're surrendering to that at this time, perhaps. We do have a wing looking at things from a higher perspective. Also the letter S, I'm not sure if I mentioned that. All right, group number 3, that's what I have for you today, and I hope that it resonated with you. And if it did, I would love to hear your story in the comments section, and I would absolutely love for you to join our beautiful family here and subscribe to the channel. If you do, be sure to hit your notification bell and drop me a quick comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free video reading with me here on YouTube. I also offer a chance to win a free mini read over on Instagram, and I'm going to be posting about that probably later today, and I hope that you check that out as well. And I offer private readings through my Etsy account, and that is below. I do update that shop every day, so keep checking back. If it's empty, it just means I've sold out for that day, but keep checking back. I always update. I hope that you come back here, though, for another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you all have a beautiful day. Take care.